While we definitely want to make grounded content for the Indian market, something that's successful here, it is an aspiration to make something that works globally. I appreciate RRR, and I know that everybody holds that up as a great example of success, but I don't think it really is. I mean, I think it really only did great with the Indian diaspora. It's not like a Squid Game or Parasite. So none of our films have really blown up in that way. And when you talk about making something local that will go global, that is actually the only way to do it. The sensibilities that will appeal globally and will lead to a massive box office or get us closer to that 15 billion out of the market has to be something that is authentic, is very Indian in its storytelling, and ultimately will appeal globally.
Kalpana, I know that you work from between LA, New York, and India, and only last week announced the deal with ITV Studios. Congratulations on that.
Thank
I wonder
you.
if you can sort of provide some, shine some light on maybe using that deal as an example of how to collaborate with the global market, what your experience.
So I think when we see as Indian entire market, and then the international, because I had a pleasure of working with ZTV and producing local content over there for South Asian in the English language, and doing production in LA, New York. That really taught me that what is the cultural value we share and how we can position ourselves in international market.
Simon, maybe you can tell us a little bit about your experience. Simon ran Criminal Minds in LA for 10, 15 years, so he has experience with that studio system, but recently has been working in the Indian market and very much with AI as well. So as somebody coming in from outside to experience working, what have been your big takeaways?
You know, I started to understand that I needed to, understand what I didn't know about the culture and try not to, because my intent is always to find collaborators like Samir and Sundar that will give me the respect to try and bring my skill set in, but not to a place that negates or particularly as a white guy called Simon in India telling people this is the way you've got to do it. You've got to be a bit respectful to it. So it was really interesting in terms of how to to help build the ecosystem here. I think one of the things that I always find through the years of writing television is quite often, even in Germany and places that I've worked in the young days, they want to make TV for the West, which I always think is a mistake. Just tell great stories, and there's so many amazing great stories to be told here. But you've got to, as a collaborator, you've got to be respectful to the culture that you're in and find a way to, for me, it's about finding a way to bring my skill set to it, not judge it, and learn from it and communicate in a way, which is, particularly here, is extraordinary. So, so what I got out of it's now 3 years on. I mean, it's life-changing. I've met some amazing people. I love this country so much. I've had